What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fanboy Reviews Countdown, and today we talk about the top 10 worst, most terrible, most horrific Grand Theft Auto games in the GTA series. These are the worst games in the entire franchise. Alright, let's begin. Number 1, Grand Theft Auto 2 came out in '99. Now, this was the sequel to the classic GTA, but this was actually ported to several platforms, including the Dreamcast, the PS1, but the worst, most awful version was for the Game Boy Color, which had got a game rankings of 35%, so effectively making it the worst reviewed GTA game in the entire open world series. It had convoluted controls, annoying and simplistic music, embarrassing graphics and presentation. GTA 2 for the Game Boy Color is absolute garbage. Alright, number 2, Grand Theft Auto for the GBA, actually, 2004. This was also known as Grand Theft Auto Advance. Metacritic scores gave it a 68 out of 100 overall, and this was developed by Digital Eclipse. That's right, it wasn't even developed by Rockstar, some other crappy company. Terrible music when you're driving around, very difficult to drive and maneuver during the timed missions, which makes it just infuriating. Overall sucks with the outdated gameplay, and you know what, this is a top-down point of view. In 2004, unacceptable. Number 3, GTA Chinatown Wars, that's right, for the PSP, came out in 2009. This was a cheap, ported cash-in on an inferior system. Chinatown Wars sucks on the PSP because the graphics are horrible, it looks less detailed, and of course the controls are broken since the PlayStation Portable has this really stunted left analog stick. If you want to play the best version of Chinatown Wars, get the DS version, honestly. The one for Nintendo DS, much better. Alright, number 4, GTA 3, that's right, came out on the PS2 in 2001, considered one of the worst games of 2001. GTA 3 was the first 3D iteration in the series, and we all got ripped off. Now, GTA 3 was supposed to be like this groundbreaking game, but Rockstar failed to deliver as usual because of its pathetic gameplay, horrible graphics, tons of jaggies, basically, you know, jagged edges, that makes even the 3DS, that's right, the 3DS, graphics look good. It's supposed to be set in New York, but you can't even tell. It looks more like a Lego City or something like that. Oh, by the way, the game, it's too kiddified. That's right, it's too childish, too cartoony, it's not even violent. I was hoping for a really edgy, gritty, violent game, but GTA 3 is terrible. Alright, number 5, GTA Liberty City Stories. That's right, came out in PSP for in 2005, I should say, and this is a horrible handheld game that's meant to be a prequel to GTA 3. It's supposed to take place in 1998, but it doesn't even feel like it because the environments look so poor and lacking in detail. This could have taken place in 1934, and you can't tell the difference. The fixed camera angles ruin the gameplay, and the controls are so awkward, you'll wish for a refund. Alright, number 6, GTA 4 came out in 2008. Multiple platforms, of course, 360, PS3, PC. One of the worst games from 2008, GTA 4 was just a ripoff of Saints Row. That's right. You know, Rockstar is so unoriginal, they have to steal ideas from other games. The vehicle controls are so awkward, and, you know, driving a car feels like you're maneuvering a boat. GTA 4, it also promotes animal abuse because you have to shoot innocent birds that are just trying to survive, you know, just chilling on a rooftop or something. And then Nico Bellic is pulling a Glock on it and just, you know, shooting it to death. I also don't like how GTA 4 promotes serial killers. That's right. Oh, this is so horrible. That creepy Eddie Lowe character that you have to help him and, you know, dump the body bags and stuff. So nasty and disgusting. Alright, number 7. GTA episodes from Liberty City came out in 2009 and 2010 as well. This was another cheap cash-in attempt from the money-grubbing fools at Rockstar. This was a standalone pack, 2 short games. You got Lost and Damned and the Ballad of Gay Tony. Both of these games take place in Liberty City, just like GTA 4. That's right, 2 supposedly brand new marketed games set in the same exact world as the previous game. Like imagine Skyrim taking in the same place as Oblivion, or Halo 4 using the same exact world as Halo 1. What a bunch of crap. Alright, number 8, GTA Chinatown Wars for the DS. Came out in 2009. This was another garbage Nintendo handheld port. Chinatown Wars failed to utilize the DS stylus to the fullest effect. It just felt like a complete gimmick. It had awful controls, terrible graphics, and no proper voice overs. And, it felt like it should have been released for the N64 back in the 90s. If you want to experience this game properly, get the PSP version. It's way better, greater graphics, good music. Number 9, GTA Vice City. Epic facepalm. Came out in 2002 for the PlayStation 2, and this was one of the worst games that takes place in the 80s. This was just a cheap ripoff of Scarface, The World Is Yours. That's right, that's like a really good open world game, Tony Montana, all that stuff. The gameplay is very tedious in Vice City, very repetitive, very derivative of the other open world games like, True Crime, and even racing games like Midnight Club. Vice City also has really terrible music, and possibly the worst soundtrack in the GTA games. Alright, and to finally round off this list, coming in at number 10, GTA San Andreas from 2004. Came out again for the PS2. A really crappy game, very exploitative of the African-American gangster culture from the early 90s. San Andreas is considered one of the falls of Western civilization, if you think about it. From its controversial and disgusting hot coffee sex scene to the really offensive and vulgar language, and of course the very violent gameplay. This parody of LA gangbanging culture is nothing funny or amusing because we all know it sucks. Alright, so that's it for the top 10 worst GTA games. And, with GTA 5 coming out, I just felt like it's important to make this video because, hey, watch out, GTA, I mean, we know it stinks. We know it's made by Rockstar, one of the worst companies ever. And if you want something really good, something fresh and new, something different, I mean, something that's worth your money, just buy this certain title, a certain game. And not a lot of people have heard about it because it's more, underrated and under the radar. It's called Ghosts, basically. Call of Duty Ghosts, something like that. Call of Duty Ghosts. Something along those lines. So you want to try and pick that up, buy that instead of GTA. I'm sure it's going to have better storyline, better gameplay and graphics and everything. COD Ghosts for the win, GTA for the lose.